Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans of DX Engineering. It is Tuesday afternoon here in the Eastern time zone of the USA. It is 17:15 Zulu on September 13th, 2022. It's time for Tuesdays with Tim and Jeff. And Tim and Jeff are finally back together
Yeah.
on the show.
Tell you what, you've had some good guests the last couple of weeks. It's been nice to watch those.
Well, it has been fun, Jeff. I got to tell you that, some of these some of the folks that are really going great guns in this hobby, and some of them are young, some of them are old,
Yes.
but it is more evidence than ever that this is the best hobby in the world. And Jeff, if you look at the geochron back there, you
Yes.
can see that the sunrise sunset lines are almost vertical.
Yes, they are.
And what does that mean?
My boat goes in storage. Oh, I mean, summer's almost over.
Yeah, and that means that if you have an antenna project that you want to do or need to do, now is the time to call Jeff and say, Jeff, what kind of coax do I need? Or Jeff, my vertical is tilted now, and what do I need to do to get it back straight? Or Jeff, what do you think about adding more radials? You
Yes, and
know,
we've had some of those calls. I had a guy this morning. He's putting up his butternut HF9V and was asking some questions. Had another customer asking about using 213 for a vertical. So we're starting to get those questions.
yeah, I mean, it is that time of year. In fact, I was at a ham's house over the weekend, and he said, "Can you take a look at the base of my tower?" And I said, "Sure." I've never met a tower I didn't want to see, so we went over there, Jeff, and I had to. There must have been 10 years worth of leaves
Oh
that
no.
were at the base of the tower, and once we got all that cleared away, there was a hole in one of the legs.
Yep.
And so we got the tower company set up to go out and take down the tower, because that
Yeah.
is unsafe and would probably not make it through, this winter. So
No.
uh, those safety inspections are really important, Jeff.
Yes, it is. And a lot of towers, unfortunately get that way and they do need to come down.
Yeah. So, but I do think, because the tower was galvanized, it was Roan 25. I do believe that if he would have kept the leaves from packing in for all those years, and all the moisture
Yeah.
that was there, if he would have kept that base clean, he may not have had this problem.
Yeah, probably not.
And so that really, I said, you don't mind if I talk about this on the show? And he says, no. He says, just don't tell anybody who I am. So I said, we'll get you fixed up, and we'll get this tower down and get you a new one, and get things going again. So that's important. And this time of year, besides the boat going in, Jeff, to storage and antenna projects, there are a whole lot of different operating events that are
Yes,
going
a
on.
lot of them this weekend. Yes.
Yeah, coming up. Last weekend was pretty cool, because you're in the great state of Ohio,
Yep.
and you had Ohio State Parks on the air.
Yep. I made a few contacts with some locals here. That was nice.
Yeah, so there was a lot of activity from the Ohio State Parks, and great job by Parky. You know, his name is Parkinson, so that's how he's Parky. But then he ends up, how cool is this, Jeff? He ends up as the manager of the state parks
Yes.
on the air.
That is amazing.
So he's really got the right nickname, Parky.
Yes.
Um, and of course, now all the logs are being sent in to Parky and his team for adjudication, and getting all the scores together, and arranging everything. And I think, Jeff, they get over 200 entries,
Oh wow.
for Ohio State Parks on the air. So what a success that was. I participated in the North American CW Sprint, which was a 4-hour contest on Saturday night. And so you have Ohio State Parks on the air, you have the Sprint, Then the Worked All Europe phone contest was on. So
Right.
every weekend there are like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 things that are going on. In fact, some weekends, Jeff, I've totaled up over 15 different
Wow.
events. So it's really, really, really something. So let's talk about some of these operating events here, Jeff. I just think it's phenomenal what all these organizations are doing. Let me know when you see the contest calendar up there. It should be coming pretty
Yep.
quick.
There it is. Yep.
Okay, so Jeff, this is the WA7BNM contest calendar, and it's contestcalendar.com. And thanks to ICOM for powering this and sponsoring the contest calendar. And if you look down here, there are events going on all week as well. But then you get into the weekend, and here you have the Texas QSO party, the Iowa QSO party, the New Hampshire QSO party, the New Jersey QSO party, the Washington State Salmon Run, Wisconsin Parks on the Air, the North American Sprint Contest for RTTY. And that's not everything. You know, do you think you're going to get bored this weekend, Jeff?
No, it looks like a good weekend to sit down with a cup of coffee and make some calls on the radio.
Yeah. So now, Jeff, do you see the Texas DX
Yep.
Society here? Yeah. So you got the bus there, and going to be a lot of mobiles. You know, there are a ton of counties in Texas, and so there's going to be a lot of activity in the Texas QSO party. And then, Jeff, do you see Iowa here?
Yep. Got it.
So Iowa, they've got a really nice website, the Story County Amateur Radio Club. And this is the Iowa QSO party rules. And of course, you can access all of this from the contest calendar. And then you've got New Hampshire. Here's their rules, Jeff. And they've got a nice, they've got awards. And I mean, these QSO parties are great. They are really phenomenal, especially if you're how would you like to try and not only work, but get confirmations from every county in the U.S.?
That would be awesome just to get. I need to work on stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a heck of a project. And there's been a lot of people that have done that. New Jersey QSO party. Here we go. This is sponsored by the Burlington County Radio Club, K2TD. And so they've got, it's on Saturday, the New Jersey QSO party coming up this Saturday. And here is the Salmon Run for the Washington State QSO party. And Jeff, it used to be in the past that if you won one of the categories, you'd actually get some salmon.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I looked through the awards and I don't see that. It still may be there, but I didn't see it right off the top. But the Salmon Run, Washington State QSO party. So that's another good one. And here, Wisconsin Parks on the Air. So this is similar to Ohio State Parks on the Air.
Yeah, Parks on the Air has just gotten amazing for people. It's like it's the thing to do these days.
It is the thing to do, and certainly collecting parks is a real popular deal. And of course, here's your North American Sprint for RTTY this weekend, and so you know that's going to be a fun one too. 4 hours, and then Jeff, while you're having fun on the air, you can take a look at here Yaesu has introduced the new FT710 AESS, and so this is the new radio from Yaesu that'll be available later this year. And look at that, Jeff.
Yeah, that is nice. That's a nice looking radio.
It is a really nice looking radio. And of course, you have a display output out of the radio. So this display is not included with the radio, but it's going to be value priced, you know.
Yeah.
You got $12.99 on it. So value priced and a lot of features. So the new FT710, and we'll see, how guys like that when it comes out. And then Jeff, I know you've been looking up in the air.
Oh,
How about the new DX Engineering rotator?
that looks really nice up on that tower. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, it's they're at the store at exit 29 on I-76. Jeff, that's Roan 65 is the tower.
Yep.
So the rotator looks small in the even in Roan 45, it kind of looks small, but it is
Right.
powerful.
Yep. Power
Very
packed.
power packed. And you can always tell it's a DX Engineering rotator because it's red and black.
Yep.
So you don't have to say, well, is that a Ham 4? Is that a tail twister? Is that, some other process still? It's a DX Engineering rotator. And these have been going out into the field. And I'm sure we're going to have some customer feedback on the installations as these get installed all over the country. But the new DX Engineering rotator is available. And boy, just the quality here. Hey, look at that DX right there,
There's
Jeff.
the logo. That looks good.
There's the logo. Doesn't that look good? So all the birds know, right? But it is in stock. There's 5 left in stock. And Corey and his team made a whole bunch of them, and there's only 5 left. So
Wow.
what a great unit. And you pair it up with the right mass clamp. So depending whether you have 2 inches or 3 inches, you got the mass clamp. And then, of course, you want to get a controller for it, too.
Right.
Here's the Green Heron RT21 DXE, this has the DX Engineering logo on it. So it looks good in the shack too.
Yeah.
So it's, but we're really proud of our association with Green Heron, and so the RT21 that goes along with it, and of course you can get the Arco too, Jeff. That's a really nice controller from Europe. Let's take a look at that.
Oh,
Jeff.
yeah, that's beautiful.
Man, I think you ought to put your butternut on a rotator just so you could have the Arco.
Yeah, really, that'd be good.
I mean, this is really a sweet unit when it comes to. I just love the map. How about that?
I actually had a customer call. I think it was over the weekend, complimenting that rotor that he has and the features that it has. His favorite part was the map.
Yeah, and you can center yourself right in the map. Yep. So, and then the touch screen, all that stuff, it's just beautiful. So, the new Microham Arco controller. So, Jeff, there's every day there's new stuff going up on the DX Engineering website.
Yeah,
as you know, and the first place I always go is the hot deals area.
Hot deals.
And then what's new.
Yep.
So hot deals and what's new. And so let's see who we have in the chat room today, Jeff. Always good folks. We've got our friend Michael, W3MLJ. I got to see Michael at the Hamfest in Butler.
Oh, and good.
He's coming up for the sale day, Jeff.
Good.
And we need to talk more about this sale day, because this is going to be the largest sale day we've ever had.
Yes, we got a lot of stuff to sell.
And you know why we have so much stuff?
Yeah, I haven't been able to do this for a couple of years.
We've been shut down.
Yes, but so come on out.
Come on out. The store is open October 1st, 9 o'clock to noon is going to be the DX Engineering blowout sale day.
Yep.
And I know people say they've been getting their postcards and notices from their clubs about the DX Engineering sale day, October 1st. And Steve, Kilo Oscar 4 Alpha Fox Lima is on. And let's see. We've got John is on. Barry, Germany 6 Juliet Mike X-ray. Very sorry about the Queen, Barry, but good to have you on. And Dan, let's see, says, hello, Tim and Jeff, working on my new antennas for 40, 30, 17, 12, and 6 meters. Going to emit high quality QRM on the Workmans. And always good to have you on, Dan. And see, Gary is looking forward to W9DXCC this weekend. And here's Parky. He says, I'm up to my eyeballs and received logs for the Ohio State Parks on the Air. Parky, thanks for all you do. And Greg, he says, hi, Tim and Jeff. Nice 12-meter opening this morning out west. So, the bands have been getting better and better with these sunspots.
Yes, they have.
And Bob the Traveler, WD8NVN, he says, I participated in Ohio State Parks on the Air at Madison Lake State Park last Saturday. And John says, man, I missed the North American Sprint. I need one more CW State for the triple play. Well, you'll be able to do it in February, John. And our friend Carlos is on from Costa Rica, Tango India 2 Charlie Charlie. And Parky mentions 254 counties in Texas. Can you imagine trying to work 254 counties in one weekend? And I know that they've had them all on the air for some of these Texas QSO parties in one weekend. And John says, Wyoming, where are you? I worked 2 Wyoming stations on Saturday night. And then Bob the Traveler says there are over 3,000 counties in the USA. And let's see, John says we are using Parks on the Air to keep our club encouraged and engaged and active. We also use it to get new folks on the air and engage the youth, like the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts. So nice to have that activity. And let's see, the Parky says the FT710 AE SS photos should show up in a day or two on the website and on the brochure as well. And he likes the red and black of the DX Engineering rotator, powder coated, really nice. And John says, is that price right? $24.99 for a rotator? The controller is included. The controller is not included. John, I'm sure you're aware that everything has gotten crazy expensive, including parts to make rotators. So we tried to keep the price as low as possible, but this thing is not a tail twister. It's not a Ham 4. It's not a Ham M. This is a big boy rotator, and it's one of those rotators you can buy and you don't have to buy a rotator again. How many times, Jeff, have you had phone calls where guys say, Jeff, I need your help. My antenna's spinning.
Yep. Almost weekly we have that.
The rotator I have failed again. So this is the real deal. John, the tall guy, K3STL is on. And tall guy, I hope you're going to come up and see your buddy Jeff during the October 1st sale day. We've got Steve from East Tennessee. He says the W4DXCC is coming September 23rd and 24th here in Pigeon Forge, the home of Dollywood. So another great event, W4DXCC. And we got K3CWE. He says, hi, Tim and Jeff. I got my card in the mail for the October 1st sale day at DX Engineering. And even if you don't have a card in the mail, come on in.
Come on out.
Jeff, we're going to have guys driving 3 and 4 hours because some of the prices are going to be unbelievable.
And even if you can't make it between those hours, we're still going to have the stuff set up after 12. So we're not going to break everything down and get rid of it. So
but if you want the best selection,
the good stuff,
and you know what's going to happen, Jeff. There's going to be a line outside the
door.
There'll
be a line. Yep.
That always happens. So it's going to be fun. And let's see. John says, I get it, Tim. You get what you pay for. But it was just a bit of a shock. And when I look at the cost of a prop pitch, which is what I have here because I didn't have the DX Engineering rotator, the prop pitch was almost $4,000. So $2,500, $4,000. This is when you look at it in that perspective, it is a good value. And Jeff, it took us 4 years to get this thing absolutely perfect. And it is perfect now. and it's out there, and guys are using it, and really, really super. And I've got one in the box that's going to go up here next week. So
Awesome. Yeah. Good.
I can't wait. Well, Jeff, hey, this has been a lot of fun. How about Route 66, Jeff? How you doing with the Route 66 stuff?
I was trying last night and I just couldn't get them. I don't know what was going on, but I'm going to try again. I don't got my Route 66 sign, but I got my Phillips 66 sign up behind me. So we're participating.
Good, good. So lots of operating events on, and just get on the air and have some fun. I mean, that's what this hobby's all about. Meet some new people, make some new friends, and come to the DX Engineering Sale Day on October 1st. And don't forget, onallbands.com every day, great articles from great bloggers posted on the DX Engineering blog. Until next time, 73 from DX Engineering.